right. So I've noticed you've been appearing on you just did something with Ben Shapiro a month or two back. You were on Fox News after the Twitter files. Okay, so now this is going to be used. It's already being used as evidence that you're an agent of the right, the same way they used that on Glenn Greenwald. So it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. They take you off of all of their platforms, and then when you go to talk about your journalism anywhere else, the only places that they've left you to go, well, now you're a right winger. Is there any way to get out of that trap?
No, I'm past caring about that, and actually, I'm embarrassed that I ever cared about it. I thought about it, when I first started writing about the Russia thing, I was exceedingly polite about it at first. Like I was like, "Hey, folks, this might end up, kind of going badly for Democrats if this whole thing turns out to be bullshit. Maybe we should consider that." It was like very hesitant. And then for my troubles, I was immediately like denounced as a Russian traitor, and then came all kinds of other stuff that was even less pleasant than that. And I thought to myself, my God, like I've never been treated this badly, even in the worst, like at the height of the Bush years, like Andrew Breitbart. I wrote a horrible obituary of him once that I'm a little embarrassed about, and even then, when I deserved it, they didn't go after me like the Democrats did, and they build within you this fear and shame of talking to the other side or going on their channels, and once you get past that, like, why should I worry about their opinion? It's totally illegitimate. And beyond that, especially with the Twitter file stuff recently, my feeling about that is until they come up with a good answer for why they're not paying attention to this, I'm going to make as much noise about it as possible and make things as unpleasant for them as possible. Like it's there's no reason not to at this point. I had always been very hesitant. I had never gone on Fox before this year.
I never saw you on there.
And but now I just couldn't care less, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great answer, because I felt similarly about having to address people who were accusing me of coddling the right wing or something. Not that I'm a public figure, to 1,000th the extent that you are, but just I'm talking about within my circle of friends, right? You feel a need to kind of defend yourself against that, and part of it was during the Sanders campaign in 2020, you needed a lot of these assholes to vote for him on March 3rd, 2020. So there's like a date on the calendar where like, I need you idiots to vote for the person I want you to vote for. Once that's over, at this point, I have no reason to be invested in you morons anymore. So at that point, I just really don't care. And also, by engaging and by worrying about what they think, you're handicapping yourself by giving an assumption of good faith to people who do not deserve it. Like, these people are not honest actors. They're not honest arguers. They're not good faith actors. So you're just wasting your time trying to win them over. They're not interested.
Right. You're giving up. It's like you're giving them, 4 runs at the beginning of a baseball game that they don't deserve. You know what I'm saying? like let's start at 0-0, see how that works out. And I don't think they're going to do very well, frankly. These people have forgotten what a fair fight looks like, and that's why they suck at it. So anyway, but I don't. To answer your question, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, fair.
Please clap.